Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I wanted to discuss some stress management tools that a lot of us may be struggling with. I believe, and it's also been researched that emotional intelligence actually shows more so somebody's intelligence rather than IQ. If you are unable to manage your emotions and your stress, you're going to live potentially a very hard and unfulfilling life. And so I wanted to discuss, which we are speaking about this in our next podcast episode, Erica and I, on our Girls to Queens podcast. We're going to be discussing some tools and strategies. And, especially for those who have gone through some adversity and just don't know how to, handle that like energy or like that stuck emotion. So, one of the first tools I would personally say would be meditation. It was something that I was not into in my early 20s. I would say it was not something that I thought that I needed or wanted or even understood really. However, even according to neuroscience, that it actually changes your brain and your nervous system in general and how you interact with the outside environment and world. And so a lot of us need to start incorporating that in terms of meditation. Obviously seek advice, seek coaches. That always helps. The other thing I would say would maybe be journaling. Kind of just like expressing that emotion. Pen to paper is very strong, and you can let loose of some of those like stuck emotions. Another great way for stress management, I think this would be great for a lot of people, is if you designate a room or like some space in your home where you can literally go to, or maybe even your car, and you just like let out whatever emotion. Like if you want to scream, scream. If you want to color, color. If you want to punch a pillow, punch a pillow. If you want to just like stomp around and just like let loose, or you want to laugh, you want to cry, take 10 minutes to let those emotions kind of regulate and let them out so you can feel it, you can be with it, you can realize it, and then you just let it go. Um, Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about this a lot in terms of dealing with emotions and kind of changing the way we think on a normal basis when we're stuck in like that fear driven, stories that we tell ourselves, these old like belief systems, these limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves, which are beliefs based off what we were when we were a child, is how we perceive the world and how we tell ourselves like these stories. And so if you are able to change the way you think, and Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about meditation being one of those ways to change a mood, change an emotion. And when you're dealing with an emotion, it's not like you want to suppress it, because that actually causes more disruption in the body than anything. And certain things that trigger us, this may trigger the same emotion. So, be aware of that. Some other tools and tricks would be going for a walk. You could walk your dog. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Exercise, drawing, coloring. There's so many different ways each of us can cope with stress and emotion and deal with that. And so that's just something that I think we all need to kind of like talk about in terms of, where we are in a mental state, and our emotions literally run our lives. So if you're sitting there, thinking like, I'm going to, for example, like if I had the mindset of me saying, I'm going to die of cancer, like maybe I would have died of cancer. I don't know. So I think that having that strong mindset is, you know, super important. Of course, I mean, when you're going through adversity in life, your mental is going to be 99% taking over, and, what runs the show really. So, yeah, I hope this helped. And we're going to be discussing a little bit further into detail on the Girls to Queens podcast. Or if you need any coaching of any sort, you can find me at Bradshaw Personal Fitness or bpfit.com. And I'll put all of that information in the show notes. Hope this helped. And until next time.